So we open with Lisa saying, I don't think she understands the magnitude of what it is when it comes to Brooks. It's not even that. It's the fact that she said, look, your account like this, and she won't take any accountability. And then wants to turn it around. Well, what about my family? I can't wait to see the court have a field day with her because she gonna try to pull that with the judge, and the judge ain't having it. And Meredith's like, Heifer, why don't you get up out of our business? Why is it so important to you that me and Jen get back cool? So Whitney and Heather are trying to get Jen to acknowledge, look, even liking these tweets, it hurts. You can look and laugh privately, but when you start liking stuff, yeah, it's co-signing. It's the amen section in the words of James Caldwell. Lisa, shut the F up. Have fun with your friend who ain't your friend. I'm sorry, Meredith is more of a friend than you are. You a old Phaedra friend. You gotta watch your social around her. Jen gonna say, oh, you want me to apologize? Well, you go apologize to Whitney and Heather. I didn't mean it in a malicious way. It doesn't matter if that's what you say, that's what happened. See, there was no need for you to defend your lady bits because all that was said was they were exposed, which was the truth. The tweets you like were ad hominem attacks. Girl. Now you see, Lisa, I know that you are a lot more middle class than you let on because you let that fake paste, those diamond chips, those rhinestones, fool you into thinking that was a $70,000 bracelet. Jen Shaw is too broke to be throwing anybody $70,000 bracelet. That was a good fake. Yeah, Stu, you better hold on to that bracelet because if it is real, you're going to need to pawn that for your legal fees. So Heather has to go see her daughter do her cheer thing, and Whitney asks Lisa, why are you always trying to protect and help Jen Shaw? Because she knows it's her plot line. You see, rather than people focus on her and her ugly husband and her kids that she don't feed, don't cook for, she can focus on Jen and be attached to the drama without having to actually be in it. And she can be looked at, oh, I'm the peacemaker, I'm the peacemaker. No, you the turd stir, but you want to hide behind a virtuous mask. I think that's what your people do, isn't it? So Jen's sissy and partner in crime tells her, okay, look, you gotta go over there and make peace. And Jen is just so upset. I'm not saying sorry. Why not? You say it and you don't mean it. Just say it so we can move on to the next plot line. Girl, when they gonna arrest you? I'm so glad they are. Because otherwise, this might be a 2-season wonder. Because right now it's got me wondering, why am I watching this? So Jen come up off her fake apology. I'm sorry. The last thing I would ever want to do is hurt Brooks. Girl, you the heifer with the gay friends but calling them everything but a child guy with your boyfriend behind they back. You ain't fecal matter, but the judge gonna see it, so I ain't even worried about you. Oh, Lord, and she's gonna apologize to Twink Marks, too? You know that sissy's gonna twist the knife. When is Mary going to admit she's gone broke because she can't get this hair done? So later that day, Lisa drops by her friend Sarah Jane and Angie's. They look so similar, I thought it was the same person. These heifers are really talking about KFC like it's fine dining. Now, ain't nothing wrong with it, but y'all supposed to be rich and famous, and you're worried about your number 8s and your number 4s. So Angie's going to have a charity event. She wants to invite all the girls, and she says, now, Lisa, I know Whitney gonna be there, and you two don't really get along. So a year ago, Angie and Whitney found out they were related, and they got real close. Lisa's like, look, I ain't got no issue with Whitney. She thinks I'm putting her down, but that's in her head. Mary, you got one of them Candy Burris kids. He don't want to talk to you on camera. Or at all. At least Riley like her mama. Mary, you gonna say, oh, Robert Jr. is making changes on it. I wonder, do you spend time with him off camera? Because you said you don't like your family. I think that includes your husband and your child. But now Meredith gonna come by. I don't know why. This little jean blazer she got on is kind of cute. I'm not totally mad at it. It's giving waste. I will give her that. It is giving waste. My goodness, that's the most waste I've seen on this show. So Mary going to this casino night, and it's going to be the first time she's seen Jen. Mary gonna say, yeah, Jen apologized last time, but she got to tweeting, how it started and how it's going. Honey, you're married to your step-grandfather, and it's the truth. It's the truth. Your grandfather fucker. I think that's why Robert ain't been on this season. He's tired of people talking about that coot cock.
Meredith said, well, she did take partial accountability, but she did apologize, but I don't believe it.
Now we got Whitney with her new cousin Angie, and it's like, okay, y'all related, but it seems like everybody's related there. Y'all ain't first cousins. That's your great, 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 great grandpapa. So, okay, y'all are third cousins twice removed, but, you're related. Wait a minute. When did Lisa ask Angie not to acknowledge Whitney as her cousin? Even if they fourth cousins, you asking her to deny family now? Okay. So Angie gets a message from some caterers, and they say, we can't do your event because we doing Lisa's event, so that's the direction we gonna go with. So basically, Lisa told her caterers, look, do her party, and I ain't gonna give you no more of that good Park City Film Festival business, or Salt Lake Film Festival. I don't know, that little film festival they have where people actually go up there for 1 week in a year. The rest of the year, they leave your little town alone. And Whitney telling her, oh girl, they set you up. So we're arriving at the event, and Whitney's very happy that it's going off without a hitch since Lisa tried to sabotage it. Wow, Jen Shah's man actually showed up. Let's see if he shows up to court. But he said, let me get to the craps table and away from you. I mean, you did crap out in this marriage. Well, I don't know. You've still got a lot on the table to gamble with. Luck be a lady tonight. Don't send you to jail out of sight. But we'll restitute you, come and baby, then undo you. Luck be a lady tonight. That was one of my faves. I gotta go back through all these videos and pick out all the little ditties I done made, and we gonna get an album together. Because this is similar to the Erica Jane situation. They are legally married. So if she's got restitute too, he's got restitute too. And that retirement, honey, that might be up for grabs. Mary, Whitney, and Jenny are literally hopping a banister to not pass Jen. I would too. Then again, I'm tall. That's just a step for me. Does anybody else feel like they make Utah look so strict and so rule-driven? It's like, I don't want to go there. It don't make me want to stop over and say, oh yeah, let's go to this restaurant. I'm like, not with them sorry little pores. They had a whole episode on how when you buy a drink there, it's like half of a shot or something. I'm like, who wants to go there? They probably water down their champagne. So Lisa walk in and walk right past Whitney. Lisa, what is your issue with her? No, you wanted to say you had no issue with her, but now you want to egg her at the party when you said, oh, I'm just let everybody get along. A hey don't cost you nothing. Oh, Angie done stood up from her child and walked away from the church. You know what, girl? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Because that took some doing. Because they will throw us out in a hot minute. Oh, $1 million donate. So you're rich, rich, rich. What do they do? We ain't seen that on not Nair Housewife. We saw it on Bling Empire, but not on Nair Housewife. But now Jen sit next to Mary and say, we need to get our families together. For what? Mary said, you don't like me, heifer. You ain't never liked me. Why we being fake? So Angie go over to Lisa and say, let me talk to you for a minute. 5 hours after you left my house, my caterers canceled. What's up with that, heifer? Because everybody says it's you. I don't want to believe it, but I can tell you what's 2 + 2. So Lisa says, well, it wasn't me, but now that you've been cousins with Whitney and you're best friends with Whitney, even though you know she's had issues with me, that hurts me. Now, this girl found out they was kith and kin. Even though it's far and distant, they still kith and kin. Why are you trying to poop on that? I think you need to worry about your kid's stool more than this shit. All that Taco Bell they eating with no roughage, that can't be healthy for growing boys. Angie said, you deflected and throwing up a smoke screen. I'm asking you what you had to do with this because your assistant called. Your name is in the text. They ratted you out, heifer. So Angie gonna say, okay, so are you 100% good with Meredith? And she said, oh yeah, we're very good. So Lisa run over to get Meredith since their friendship is in question. But no, Meredith gonna surprise you and say, we're not 100% good. Because you trying to cuddle up to Jen. Angie was ready. Lisa and Meredith walked in, and Angie says, "So, don't you think that Jen gets in the way of your friendship with Lisa, Meredith? Because I sure do." You see, this is why Lisa has been kissing up to Jen Shaw, because we see Jen Shaw slither into the room as Meredith and Lisa sit down, and Lisa gets her fake cry going, "Her caterer canceled and now it's my fault. I'm really hurt by this." You're hurt that we found out. Child, then Whitney step in, and the first words Lisa says to Whitney, all party, is, "Whitney, why are you in here?" Whitney said, "Look, I just heard yelling, and if you want me to leave, I'll leave." "Yes, I want you to leave because you're not a part of our friendship." She said, "Yeah, but I'm Angie's friend, so I can still sit here and listen." "I'm sorry, Lisa. Whitney ain't coming for you. You ain't got no reason that you hate this girl. And you just said you didn't have an issue, but you've been trying to ice her out ever since, and now you're trying to wreck the friendship she's got with her cousin." She said, "Girl, you asked Angie not to follow me, not to acknowledge our relation. You have been the Bedinsky in our family business. You may have friendship, but we got blood, heifer." Lisa said, "Well, you and Heather were attacking me, so I asked her, why are you seeking out a friendship with this?" Wendy said, "Oh, I'm a this." "Thanks for telling her. I told you I thought we were friends." "Well, they're family, heifer. How you gonna ask somebody to not do this and not do that, but then be fake as you want on camera? Oh, I'm not the one to tell anybody to be friends." So not only not are you bossy, but you're two-faced. And oof, you can't get one face right. Girl, Lisa's getting on her Jen Shaw. "This is so hurtful. I don't need this. I believe." At least when Meredith says she's disengaging, she's doing it for a rational reason. She ain't threw a rock and hit her hand. Girl, all the rocks you've been throwing are now exposed. So Lisa stormed off because she's been caught. Well, that was the shit. And I'ma see you soon for something.